Hi, I want to welcome you to a tour of Hoya CV Noelle. That's Noelle. It's quite a beautiful Hoya. Now this is one of the only, or the only, Hoya that I grow with two species in the same pot. I'm growing Hoya lacanosa along with Hoya CV Noelle for the simple reason that it helped bring this plant back from the grave. I failed with this plant one time, and then by planting a fast-growing Hoya like lacanosa in the same pot, it somehow helped this plant to prosper. So these plants have been together living happily for approximately 2.5 to 3 years, probably more like 3 years. I'm going to give you a close-up of the blossom if I can. It's quite lovely. I can't say much for the scent though. This is not one of the, to my nose anyway, one of the more pleasant smelling Hoyas. I hope you can see how beautiful these leaves are. They get little red splotches in them in bright light. Just an outstanding plant. And it just loves living with its cousin lacanosa. Hopefully you can see that they live quite nicely together in the same pot. This is the only plant I grow this way, with two different species in the same pot, and I have to say that for the most part I kind of like it. Gives a little different spin on a Hoya. This plant is covered with peduncles, full of blooms. The only reason that this plant did manage to bloom for me is I brought it in from the greenhouse, and if I put it in a regular house, the season simply would not have been long enough. It would not have been humid enough. I don't believe I would have been able to get this plant to bloom. No sooner than putting it in the hot, warm, humid grow tent than it completely budded up like in record time. Just record time. So it's actually got quite a few flowers on it. I'm quite impressed with this plant. I can highly recommend it for almost everyone, but like I say, if you want to get it to bloom in a northeast centrally heated home, it's probably going to be quite difficult unless you resort to using a grow tent, at least for part of its grow cycle. Well, I want to thank you for visiting with me and Hoya CV Noelle and its little cousin, the plain green-leafed lacanosa. I hope that it inspires some of you to maybe try growing two of the same species in one pot. See how it works out for you.